What we are trying to do at Upeka is help founders build value SaaS businesses that can get to $1 million or more in revenue with less than $150,000 in investments. So this means that by the time founders cross $1 million in revenue, between the founders and employees, they own 70 to 80 to 90% of the equity themselves. And after that, they can choose a path that best suits them. They can choose to be founders forever, or they can choose to have a strategic exit, or they can choose to hyperscale, and if they need to raise capital for any of these three things, they can do that as well. Before we started Upeka, what we saw was that a lot of startups were going down the vanity path. What does that mean? It means that founders were focusing on the wrong metrics that appeal to a certain set of investors, certain set of stakeholders, not necessarily to everybody in the ecosystem. And the challenge with going after vanity metrics is that if you go after vanity metrics for too long, you become a very, very capital inefficient startup. So you burn too much of your equity too early and you can't get that equity back. You become a vanity SaaS startup. It means that there is too little of the equity left for yourself, for your team to make money. So there are lots and lots of startups that have exited for hundreds of millions of dollars where the employees have made nothing. We've seen examples where startups have exited at $200 million where early employees made just $5,000. That's obviously ridiculous. So in value SaaS, what we believe is that if you add value to customers on a recurring basis, you can make money from them on a recurring basis. And if you're building a value SaaS startup in a low-cost ecosystem like India, while you are selling into a high-margin ecosystem like the US, you actually have a lot of margin. So if you rotate that margin, if you rotate that capital, and if you're able to make that grow your business, then you can add a lot of value to customers, get recurring value from customers in the form of their capital. You can then reward your early employees with a lot more equity. And because you don't have a lot of capital overhang, you can actually translate that value of the business into value for your customers, into value for your employees, and into value for yourselves. The value of optionality is usually found by founders too late, after they realize they've lost their choices. We want to educate founders that having choices is very, very important for them. We want them to be capital efficient in the beginning of the journey because then they can preserve that optionality. They have the choices of what to do. We want founders to be in the driving seat. So we give them the power and the control to do what they want with the startup as it grows. And once they cross that $1 million or a few $1 million in revenue, the world is awash with capital. Capital is now a commodity. There's a huge amount of capital available. And they can choose the path that they want to go, founder forever, strategic exit, or a hyperscale, and execute on that with a very high intent.